I ask parents when I see a child, how does your child play? And I know people are busy. They've got their own things to do. And then they've got the phone, they've got the WhatsApp, they've got the Twitter, they've got the Facebook, and they've got, the list is long. And the child is there, and the list there, And how does the child play is the last one on the list, Oh, he plays. I said, but how? What do you mean, how? I see, what type of toys? Oh, whatever type we have in the house. But still, what toy does your child use? And then what does he do with the toy? When I ask them that. So I put them on the spot there. I say, you've got to go back in your memory and you think, I said, tell me yesterday, what did your child do? So, what I'm saying is that as parents, we need to understand and acknowledge that half or more than half is our role. Only half or less than half is gene. And if we are saying it's our role, we need to keep our eyes and ears open. How is our children playing together? When I say, how does your child play with other children? They say he plays, वो भागता है उनके साथ ना पीछे. What else does he do with them? Say, and trust me, I'm not saying we become like we are on their head all the time. No, I'm not saying that. I'll tell you one other thing. I ask parents, and particularly boys, if I ask this question, they think I'm abusing them. I say, ये आपका लड़का गुड़िया से खेलता है? गुड़िया से? लड़का है, गुड़िया उड़िया से नहीं खेलता है. तो किससे खेलता है? बंदूक से खेलता है क्या? नहीं. आप क्या सिखा रहे हैं इसको अभी से, शुरू से? नहीं, वो काइंड ऑफ टॉयज आर यू बाइंग? वो हम कार और ट्रेन चलाता है ना, तो भी ऐसे उसके लिए खिलौना खरीदने कौन जाता है? वो खुद तो जाता नहीं ना, नहीं खिलौने. It doesn't, he's not purchasing the toys by himself. You must be buying these toys for your child. And I said, how do you play with your child? Oh, I haven't got that much time to play with my child. I'm not really, I'm joking, I'm making it worse than it is. But you get my message, That we seem to be not noticing some things. We seem to be not worrying about some things. Why is there pollution? Because we are not worrying about it. That's why there is pollution. So there are things that we are not worrying, and then we are saying, oh my God, this is happening. So I think the way of identifying early that my child has a problem is by beginning to watch my child and play with my child, and be there with my child, And there is no other test of anything. That's the best test as a parent you have, is to be with them, is to look at them, is to feel with them, and needs to be done. And I know most are mothers here, the few fathers. Good, you all get 10 points each from me. that it needs to be. It's a shared thing. We have left joint families, where all the children used to play together, and some auntie or younger one in the family, Mosi, with all that, looked after them, and that we seem to have come out of that. We are living in flats and smaller places, and with few opportunities for children to play. So I think I have answered a few questions, around 18 months, maybe a little bit about what changes in the brain actually happen. I think it's a very difficult question, exactly what changes in the brain, but connections change in the brain. Yeah? What changes is the connectivity in the brain. It's what changes is more like the software is building up. Yeah? We build our own software. Yeah? We don't get it from Microsoft. We build ourselves. We're building it. And that's what's changing. Our connectivity and our software is changing continuously. And it is a dynamic process. ऐसा नहीं कि वो update आया, you have to update and reboot your child. Yeah? If it was so simple, yeah? You were just... It is updating constantly, yeah? In response to environment. Right? The child is adapting in response to environment continuously. So it is a lot more complicated and complex than anything that we know and we understand. And I think I have answered most of those questions that were asked in the first answer question. Is there anything that I haven't answered? You cannot say it now. The way you didn't say that. What about that? Regression. Let me pick up the regression point and I'll come to the next question. So regression is a unique phenomenon, and so regression, actually, what does it mean? Regression is that the child was using words, more than 10 words or so, roughly, meaningfully, and not just Baba, Mama, Dada, and then the child stops using those words, and that's one. And regression only happens, regression in autism happens around 18 months to 2 years, that's the window, mostly. A little bit here, a little bit there, because nothing is fixed about humans, we're all slightly different, so the lines are a little bit there for different children, but around 18 months to 2 years, regression is happening. So why? Because, as I said, I talked about the shifts in development, and the shifts are happening because some new gene is coming online. Coming online, जैसे अब तक 3 लाइट जल रही थी, अब 5 जल रही हैं, तो नई लाइट ने जलना शुरू किया. Something new has come online because it got a message from other genes, from the environment, that you are needed. Come on now, come online. And because the new light has come online, a new thing has happened, we can then see the next thing can happen. We needed 5 things for it to go further. But if the new things haven't come online, it has a tendency to go back into a settled phase, previous phase, where the child was more settled. So, because the new gene expression has not coming online, the child tends to go back to the previous stage of not saying words or not saying meaning, because the child cannot make sense of the new information that's coming towards the child, because that module or that gene expression is just not switching on, and because it is not switching on, the child is reverted back to where they can handle the world more easily. Children are adapting to environment according to what they can do. What they can do. We don't like running like water. We don't like going uphill. So children are reverting back to where they are more comfortable. So this is the time that the new information is not coming. I'm not making any sense. I was not making any sound, just making my own little pre-verbal sound. I go back there. Because if there's a roadblock there, you just come back here, to the previous place. Okay, I'll stay there because the next thing is not open here. So that's the some kind of understanding behind regression is because the next thing is not coming online. And that kind of gene switching is not happening in all children with autism. Just मैंने कहा, they are all different children. There seem to be different types of autism, more or less. So it only happening at about 1/3 of children with autism. So I don't hear regression in all parents, and but many. 1/3 is large number, yeah. So about 1/3 of children are showing this kind of autism around this time. So that answers the regression question. That's the way I understand it. So, yeah.